Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and thank you to everyone who has subscribed. That means a lot to me. Woo woo. Oh, and if you don't want to miss out on weekly pick a card readings from me, make sure to subscribe. Okay, today's pick a card reading is a fun one. I thought, you know what, why not see what zodiac sign people really act like, okay? So I've actually been meaning to make a video about this. So if you've heard my previous videos, you know that I have said, don't get too hung up on signs. Why? Because a lot of times what card readers are doing is they pick up on the sign that people act like, okay? And often, people get hung up on the sign and they're like, oh, well, the reader didn't pick up on my sign, or the person that I'm wondering about sign, so the message must not be for me. No, what I'm trying to say from my own experience, what I've noticed is that often when I've clicked on a pick a card reading, the message was absolutely for me. But the signs weren't necessarily accurate, but they weren't wrong either. And why that is because anybody who's familiar with astrology knows that it's way more, personalities are way more complex than the actual sun sign, okay? There's a bunch of other placements, and often what readers are doing are they're picking up on the sign that you most act like, okay? So you don't want to miss a message because they didn't actually detect your sun sign. Okay, so with all that being said, let's find out what sign you really act like. And it will be interesting to see if you do happen to know what your moon or rising sign is, which often is a big personality trait, like that. Those are the two placements that pick up the personality trait. It'd be interesting to see if you end up picking your moon or rising. And some of you actually probably do act like your sun sign, but let's find out. In front of me, I have 12 different options, each with a different shell and number. Observe each of these shells and numbers and choose the one that really calls out to you. If you need more time, you can pause the video now, and if you know which one you want, you can go to the timestamp down below. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so if you chose number 1, the sign that you most act like is an Aquarius. Okay, so right off the bat, you guys are some of the most unique people, okay? And a lot of you might like to outwardly show that. So I wouldn't be surprised if you had maybe a different color of hair, like blue or purple, or just something different and bright, or piercings, like maybe on your face, or dermals, something like that. But some of you maybe don't outwardly show it, but you just act that way, or you do, but like with clothing or something. Okay, so you guys, you are like, you don't follow the crowd, okay? You definitely have a mind of your own, and it's kind of like, even the Aquarius rising in me is like, it's like you guys march to the beat of your own drum. But I always say, because I love dancing, I dance to the beat of my own drum. Okay, so that's like something an Aquarius does. It changes things up and makes it their own, okay? So you are probably also like putting your own spin on things. And not only do you follow your own path, but you also it's like you guys are trailblazers, okay? You create your own path. You think outside of the box. you guys are the type to be like, what box? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And on top of that, you know, some of you are really, could be into science. Some of you are innovative. And others of you maybe are into spirituality and you like to go down the rabbit hole, okay? So like deep thinkers and just people who challenge the status quo of things, okay? So you guys are known to be like in a world of your own, okay? And some people may even see you as kind of sometimes being aloof or detached, maybe even cold. And maybe sometimes you are. But overall, it's like you're just, your mind's constantly clicking away. So yeah, maybe often you are in your own world and you are onto, what other like creative thing can I do next? Or just, you know, you just constantly have ideas coming to you. And that's the other interesting thing about Aquarius is they not only are deep thinkers, but they do tend to think a lot. And some of it could be just like, you know, get caught up with analyzing, and other things it's actually inspired ideas that come to you and like things that you want to like execute and take off with. So, okay, group number 1, this is what I got for you. If this resonated with you and you do feel like you are like an Aquarius, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to give it a like. All right. Bye, guys. Okay, so if you chose number 2, you got Sagittarius. Okay, so instantly the word that comes to my mind when I think about them is fun. Okay, so they're like really fun people. And it's interesting because they're fiery by nature, but they're on the more laid back side of the fire signs, okay? So they definitely have this like passionate personality, you know? So you're probably like into whatever you're into, and you know, you go all in, and you could probably spend like hours doing your favorite thing and just like have that same passion that you had at the start of doing it. And on top of that, you guys are probably like to travel. Okay, so like Sagittarius, I feel like, you know, they're the ones down for like the next adventure, and often that does require traveling or like being out in nature, or like, to me, like they're the ones who want to go camping and hiking type. The other main thing, free spirit, okay? So it's definitely one of those signs where you're like, you're true to yourself and you're going to just blaze down that path, you know, of whatever fits you best, regardless of what everyone else is doing, regardless of what everyone's telling you, okay? That's the other thing. It's like you have a strong mind of your own. Also, you probably have a great sense of humor, and some of you are sarcastic, others are just like, kind of like comedians, you know, the funny friend, basically. And yeah, so you guys are these passionate, free-spirited people who are always down for the next adventure. All right. Okay, group number 2, this is what I see for you. If this resonated, let me know in the comments. And if it did, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Okay, if you picked number 3, then you got Virgo. Okay, so you guys are most likely orderly and organized and really thorough people. Okay, so when you do something, okay, you do it right and you make sure it's done right. So I'm gonna guess that you probably can't stand or couldn't stand, group projects and stuff. You were probably like, wow, okay, if I want to do something right, it's like I gotta do it myself type thing, right? Because you notice everything, okay? So your attention to detail is like amazing. You guys are really dedicated and yeah, and I know this is like kind of like the stereotypical thing, but this video would be too long if, it talked about all like the Virgo traits. And it's the universal knowing of what it is. You guys also have a high level of integrity because you believe like, well, if you're gonna do something, you might as well do it right. Chances are good that you guys, you come full prepared with things. Like if you're gonna give a talk, it's probably you've got all these nice notes or things, written out. You're totally prepared. Some of you might, have a type A personality. Maybe wake up early and hit the ground running type. Yeah, some of you, might work long hours. You don't have a problem correcting others. Probably sometimes could be overly critical. You guys are really sharp, okay? So your mind's really sharp and you're intelligent and you're good at what you're good at. You know what I mean? Like, no one's gonna pull one over on you type thing. Like, you're a master of your craft, whatever that is. And if anything, you're gonna tell them the right way to do it. Some of you might even be bosses. And yeah, because I feel like and even if you're not, you don't have a problem telling people the right way to do things. Okay, so enough about, you being hardworking and, really detail oriented and do things right and thorough. You guys also have like a real creative side to you. Okay, so like you might be artistic or into crafts of some kind or just decorations. Like there's some kind of artistic flair and you guys just put your spin on it. And I think sometimes it even surprises people because they're so used to you being, more meticulous and like just real like driven as far as working goes and whatever you're working on. But no, you also have this artistic creative flair. And while you are definitely about getting the work done, you also, though, have, that time when you're just like, you let your hair down and you have fun. But usually it's after the work's been done. So you are a definite work hard, play hard, but work's gotta be done first type. Okay, group number 3, this is what I see for you. If this resonated, let me know in the comments. And if it did, don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Okay, if you chose number 4, then you most act like a Cancer. Okay, so I'm going to give you the stereotypical definition, but I gotta say that I actually feel like the Cancers I've known weren't exactly like this, but I'm thinking that is going to be another video, okay? So the stereotypical universal meaning of these zodiac signs, and then what I personally have come to experience. Like, did that match or did that not match? Okay, so that's going to be a video coming. All right, but anyway, so you guys are intuitive and nurturing and may even be sensitive, or at least like really in touch with your emotions. Okay, so you experience things deeply. So when I think of Cancer, I think of like the ocean. Okay, like you experience these intense waves of emotions and deeply. Okay, some of you may outwardly show it and others of you may not, but the depth of emotion goes deep. And on top of that, so some of you may be more on the shy side, and others of you are a little bit more mixed, so like intro extroverted. Okay, and I feel like, you know, so you're friendly, caring, and all around a fun person. I feel like some of you might be really good at like a certain skill. You guys are intelligent, okay? Pretty observant. All right, so I feel again like there's gonna be a flip, like some of you are like really opinionative, and then others of you not so much, like more laid back when it comes to that. Like, yeah, you have your say on things, but you're not that outwardly vocal. So I feel like that could definitely go one way or the other with this, with acting like a Cancer. Okay, I'm also getting this other polar opposite thing. So some of you might actually be like somewhat troublemakers or like instigators, and the other group is like peacemaker. Yeah, this is what I've experienced with Cancers, so because you chose it, you could be going one way or the other with this. I feel like you guys, though, are really good at whatever you're into. Okay, so if it's like knowledge, you're really knowledgeable. If it's like some kind of skill or hobby, you're really good at it. You like dominate. Friends and family mean the world to you. Some of you might be a homebody, but I'm feeling like, you know, you wouldn't turn down going out or, you know, at least dining at a restaurant. I feel like that's definitely like a stereotype. But yeah, overall though, like deeper than most, intuitive, really in touch with emotions. You feel a wide range of emotions and just really in tune with yourself. Okay, group number 4, this is what I got for you. If this resonated and you do feel like you act like a Cancer, let me know in the comments. And if so, make sure to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Okay, so if you chose number 5, you got Pisces. Okay, so you guys, you are dreamers and you are deep. And it's kind of like you guys live in a world of your own, okay? Okay, so you guys might often feel like you're misunderstood, like people just don't get you. And there's kind of like this, like I said, like a secret world to you guys. And it could have to do with because you feel like you're just different and like people don't understand you. You guys also have an artistic streak to you, okay? And you're also like you're really in tune with yourself, with others, okay? So you pick up on signs, symbols, you might even be into reading cards yourself, okay? So just definitely a deep, aware, in tune person. Okay, and similar to Cancer and Scorpio, I feel like, you know, the water signs definitely have like this array of emotion that they feel, and it can feel like intense and complex, and that also has to do with you feeling like people don't understand you. And it's just you really trying to, you know, just experience these emotions without getting swept away by them. So yeah, when I think of the water signs, I think of like the ocean. Like one minute, you know, you could be like, woo, everything's great. And the next minute, like a wave comes and you're just like, whoa, you know, I'm experiencing like an intense emotion right now, you know? But along with that comes like this awareness that you possess where it's like you're more in tune with things that are going on that maybe other people don't notice. Some of you too may even have dreams that come true. So like you dream of things before it happens. So I feel like a lot of you guys have a big heart. Some of you I feel like definitely show it, you know, and others I don't feel like you show it. Like it goes kind of like, you know, unless there are people that are close to you, like you might kind of put up like this like exterior, like you don't really need anyone type vibe going on. But you do have a heart. Fun people. And, you know, just really good at whatever you're into. You know, again, like that's coming through. Like you're really good at what you do. I also think some of you can read people. Like you just know, oh, okay, yeah. But yeah, it's just what's coming through for you guys is like you live in your own kind of like dreamy type of world and it works for you, you know? You're your own person in your own world and yeah. Okay, group number 5, that is what I got for you. If this resonated and you do act like a Pisces, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. So if you guys chose 6, then you got Libra. Okay, so you guys act like... Okay, the word that comes to my mind when I think of Libra is classy. Okay, so you guys want to be the best of the best and you like the best of the best of whatever's outside of you, okay? And yes, okay, I could see you, you know, wanting to dress up, whereas other people might be going to the same restaurant or event like in, you know, jeans and whatever. And yeah, it's just who you are. You know, you are constantly representing like yourself and you're just classy. The other thing is you might be kind of particular about certain things, you know, like you like things done a certain way and that's just how it is. I also feel like you guys, you know, you would rather like wine and dine at a fancy restaurant than eat at home. You probably even like to try out new restaurants, maybe go wine, you know, taste testing, all that stuff. Some of you could be all about the designer brands. You also, you know, being like a Libra, are all about balance. So you feel uncomfortable right away if you start to catch yourself feeling unbalanced or spending too much time and energy and focus on one thing. The other thing is you guys have this charm about you, okay? And kind of flirty and playful, feisty people. Keep people on their toes. And I feel like you guys also get a lot of people who are attracted to you and would want to shop with you. And it's just something about that playful, flirty, charming personality of yours. And I feel like that's just who you are. And maybe some of you do flirt for fun, but like I don't feel like it means the same to you as it means to the people that you've talked to, okay? So I wouldn't be surprised if your DMs are blowing up and you're just like, oh my gosh, I did not respond to this person. Why are they still texting or messaging me? Okay, yeah, that's you guys. Also, you guys are probably the ones who are friend zoning people left and right. And part of it goes along with, you know, you wanting to be the best and wanting the best of things. And you're just like, yeah, not you, not you, not you. But it's not even that you're being mean. It's just like, I think you already have this idea. And if people don't match that, you're just like, no. I think that a lot of you also are really into cleanliness. And maybe even, you know, have been called a neat freak. I'm also getting that some of you also like to pursue hobbies or take classes, whether it's you know, art classes, the sip and paint stuff, or dancing. Just, yeah, I see it. Also, I feel like some of you are big time travelers. And in particular, I'm seeing you might even love cruise ships and stuff. So all in all, okay, you guys are these charming people who are classy and expect the best of yourself and others. And yeah, okay, group number 6, if this resonated and you feel like, yeah, I do act like a Libra, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. So if you chose number 7, you got Scorpio. Okay, so that means you guys are deep. Okay, so like I was saying to the other water signs, you guys, okay, when I think of the water signs, I think of the ocean because you guys experience the deepest of emotions, and it can feel intense and complex. And one minute, you know, you're riding this wave of woo, everything is great, and then the next minute a wave comes and you're just like, oh my, you know, this is intense. Okay. And often it's water signs don't feel understood by the others, but there is a plus to being so in tune with such intense emotions, and that is that you guys are more intuitive and aware than other signs, you know? And that's great, you know? And once you start to get in tune with these emotions and allowing them, and then it's they run through you, and then you start tapping more into that awareness and intuition. And then, yeah. But okay, back to how you are. So you guys are just, you're all around, okay, you're observant, you're intelligent, and you're deep, okay? If ever there was a sign that wanted to and could go down the rabbit hole in any topic that they're into, it's you guys, okay? And also, if there was ever a sign that possibly felt most misunderstood, it's this sign. Often you guys probably feel like you're the black sheep, whether in your family, whether in your group of friends, or maybe in society in general. There's also a good chance that if you chose this group that you guys listen to alternative music or punk pop, rock, metal, even hip hop, but you know, just again, that rebel-like nature. I could also see you guys having tattoos and piercings, maybe you know, the piercings anywhere on the face, hair dyed a different color, blue, purple, green, you know. Some of you, you know, boots is coming through too. All right, group number 7, this is what I saw for you. If this resonated and you feel like yes. Okay, I'm getting one more thing. So you guys also will stand up for what you believe in. Even if it makes you enemies or rocks the boat, it's like you will speak your mind on things that matter to you. Okay. Now, group number 7, if this resonated with you and you feel like, yeah, I do act like a Scorpio, let me know in the comments and don't forget to give it a like. Great. Bye, guys. Okay, if you chose number 8, you got Gemini. Okay, so this means that you guys are really talkative people, okay? And really intelligent, probably even a fast speaker, witty. You like activities that are mentally stimulating, you like conversations that are mentally stimulating, and you kind of a fast-paced person, you know, like you don't like when things are slow moving. You probably even like listening to videos where people talk fast. And your mind clicks that fast as well, and that's why. You guys are also really intelligent, if I didn't already say that. You've got a sense of humor that, you know, that's really, you're funny, naturally. I feel like also sometimes you guys are the center of, you're the center of attention and you can be the life of the party, okay? So an archetype for you would be like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Michelangelo, right? Just like, yeah, let's party, you know, like you're always like that person that gets everybody like going. Okay, so you're a real lively person. Even as I'm like talking about this, it just makes me want to be like, woohoo! Yeah, that's, so you have like that contagious energy, okay? Yeah, and I also feel like you can dictate the energy in a room. So this is actually interesting about Geminis that I've come to find, even, you know, through experience, is it's like when a Gemini is in a good mood, like they're lit up and just very, like, could be the most lively person there. And then like everybody else is like having a good time. But if a Gemini is not in a good mood, it is like like a storm rolled in the room, and then like everybody is like, ooh, kind of like, you know, like subdued and like not totally being themselves then. So Geminis have this like really interesting energy dynamic when they enter a room. The other thing is, Geminis can be really charming people and would do really well, like at a speaking job or, you know, a job where you have to persuade people. So like car salesman, lawyer, just, yeah, good with the words, good with the charm, and all around though, fun people who are lively, talkative, witty, and spontaneous, and down for like adventure, even though you don't need adventure to have fun because you're that lively. Okay, group number 8. This is what I got for you. If this resonated and you feel like, yeah, I do act like a Gemini, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. So if you chose number 9, you got Capricorn. Okay, so right off the bat, I just want to say that you guys have great work ethic. The other signs could learn a thing or two about that. And this isn't just about work, but it's like any area of life. Like, you have your priorities and you prioritize well, and whatever you do well. Okay, so you guys are one of the most driven signs of this whole group, okay? And you're also passionately driven. So it's not like you're just mechanically going through the motions. You are a passionately driven person. But not only do you guys have great work ethic, but you also go off the motto like work hard, play harder, okay? So you guys definitely know when to have fun. And when you do have fun, no one can even tell you're a Capricorn. You know, and I'm only saying that because the stereotype of Capricorn is like the hard worker who's driven, but you never hear about the fun side of them. There's definitely a creative element to the Capricorn though as well. Okay, so some of you are into art, could be into music. Okay, so some of you have like a performer personality and you know, you're used to being on stage. Okay, so all around you guys are hard workers who are passionately driven. You know, you've got your priorities straight, work hard but play harder, and just with that creative streak. All right, group number 9, this is what I saw for you. If this resonated and you feel like, yeah, I do act like a Capricorn, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Hey, if you chose this number 10, you got Leo. All right, so I'm gonna give you like the stereotypical because it's the universal knowledge of what a Leo is. But I am going to come up with my own video on that stereotypical universal definition of each zodiac versus what I've come to experience as being true. Okay, but anyway, so you guys getting Leo are bold, confident, speak your mind, direct, blunt people, okay? Real fiery sign. This is where, though, I feel like I deviate a little bit, but I still feel like it would apply to you guys. So I feel like some of you are like real outgoing, outspoken, and others of you are like on the opposite end of that for being like a Leo, which is like more intro, extroverted. So not completely like introverted, but like kind of a mixture. Okay. Also, so going along with that, outgoing, outspoken, so those types of Leos definitely like to be in the spotlight. They like posting about everything. They have a voice. Okay, actually both people have a voice though. Okay, but the one is outwardly like saying, like speaking their mind, like constantly, whereas the others aren't as much. But yeah, you guys stand up for what you believe in, like at all costs, you know? It's kind of like that whole hear me roar, like I don't care if this shakes things up, if it's true to me, I'm speaking it, you know? And you guys are constantly doing your own thing, and yeah, you definitely have this theme of like being true to yourself, being true to what you believe in, and really like standing up for the underdog type feeling. You guys, you shake things up, okay? Some of you are really action-oriented people, okay? So you like activities that require a lot of action. You're down for adventure, you're fun, charismatic, intelligent, fiery, okay? Like I said, like, you guys shake things up. Things are always interesting with a Leo. But yeah, but what's coming through like really strongly though with that is, again, just that theme of like you're true to yourself, you're true to what you believe in, and I feel like a lot of you stand behind some cause that means a lot to you. And there is this theme of sticking up for the underdog, you know? You definitely have this justice theme too, of like right and wrong and like calling things out. And you're also into inspiration, okay? So like inspiring others through some outlet. Maybe you quote things that are inspirational, or maybe you post, you know, like if you're doing anything creative or artistic, just something that ignites inspiration in others. Real King of Wands energy. Okay, so you definitely are like leaders, could be speakers or become speakers, and people look up to you, whether you realize it or not, because you're just doing your thing and you're just posting it, and it ignites a fire in others. All right, group 10, this is what I got for you. And if you feel like, yeah, I do act like a Leo, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Okay, group number 11, if you chose this, then you got Aries. Okay, so you guys are bold, direct, blunt people, okay? So there is no having to guess what an Aries is thinking. And you know, you just speak your mind. Probably one of the realest signs is an Aries, okay? And it's like you don't even try. That's just who you are, okay? Sometimes it can come across a little like, what? Did they really just say that? And you did. But again, it's not even to be mean. It's just who you are. So yeah, you guys are real physical people, okay? So you like movement. You like things that make you have to like move, basically. Could be athletic. Could be like outside, like activities of any kind, really. You guys are feisty by nature. Okay, so you guys might do sports for fun, you might even run for fun, into working out. Just again, like that physical activity is coming through strongly. Things that make you, you know, just, you guys aren't game players because you're like, if I didn't want you, I wouldn't. Like, you are that blunt. And your actions do tell people what it is that you really want to do in that moment. And yeah, you guys actually are the type that would possibly rather do a hobby that you love than see someone. Unless, of course, you were really into that person. That's the other thing. Okay, so family and friends mean a lot to you guys, typically. And similar to Leos, like, you guys stand up for what you believe in, you know, and you don't care if it rocks the boat. That's who you are. And yeah, you're like a loyal friend, you know, and you are that voice. And you shake things up. The fire signs shake things up, okay? They are passionately driven, and like they walk into that room and they let everybody know who they are. And maybe if it's not with their words, which often with an Aries it is, or, you know, if you act like an Aries, with your actions. In fact, you are the type who doesn't just dream something, but you're like, actually get the practical steps going. Okay, you execute that dream. That's what you do. You let your actions speak for you. So yeah, a lot of movement with you guys, okay? You don't sit still for long, and You get things going. Very quick person. So like when your mind's made up, you hit the ground running and you execute. All right. Okay, group number 10. This is what I got for you guys. And if this resonated, if you feel like, yeah, I do act like an Aries, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys. Number 12. If you chose this, you got Taurus. Okay, so I too am a Taurus. So what do you guys act like? Okay, so you guys are down to earth. You love nature. You are intuitive. You like art. You're very creative. You are passionately driven people who can be practical, and that goes back with the also down to earth and like get things done. Sometimes it might take you a little like longer because Taurus definitely like what interests them, and sometimes the more like work doesn't, and that's why we come across as like procrastinating or taking forever on something. But once we do it well. We definitely like to do what we're inspired to do and have fun. So there's definitely that playful streak, you know. The other thing is Taurus tend to have a my way or the highway type attitude a little bit, or like, you know, thinking you're right and this and that. And sometimes, you know, Taurus don't always are open-minded and really like hear a person's side or hear what they have to offer or any advice, you know. And yeah, we can be bullheaded and stubborn. It's true. And it comes from thinking you know. So yeah, I can speak from experience. You guys are also intelligent, good at what you do, and said, Taurus also have this creative, artistic element to them, and it's where they shine. Also, we love nature. Like, it is so peaceful, so beautiful. Okay, that's the other thing. Taurus love things that heighten the senses. So really into, you know, sights, sounds, tastes, smells, like all of that. Aesthetics, right? Anything that we find beautiful, basically. Taurus are also true to themselves and stand up for what they believe in. You know, they stand their ground. And it's true. People don't have an easy time changing a Taurus's mind. Once we make up our mind, we are headstrong. Can definitely also be a mixture of like intro-extroverted, you know, depending on your mood or who you're with. When you're doing something you love, you shine. So all around a fun, playful, upbeat person. Okay, group number 12, this is what I got for you. If this resonated and you feel like, yeah, I do act like a Taurus, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to give it a like. All right, bye guys.